Hi, my friend, and welcome to this last episode of Pocket Coaching of 2019. And as I'm reflecting on 2019 and what has made this year such a successful year for myself and why it's been the most amazing year of growth for me, I wanted to share three things with you that have really helped me um, take my business to the next level. So, step number one was getting really clear on my numbers. And this sounds so boring, and I'm definitely the first person to opt out of math class, but actually being clear on how much money I want to make, what I need to sell in order to make that money, and then being really clear on how much money I have going into my business, how much money I can allocate towards my own salary, actually paying myself a salary, how much money I can allocate towards marketing and growing my business, and how much money I can allocate towards education and coaching and kind of developing new skills. And sitting down twice a month to look at the numbers and see, okay, this is how much I have. Here's what I'm going to do with this money has been absolutely amazing. So a book that I would recommend for anyone who's still struggling with this and who maybe isn't paying themselves a salary is Profit First. Highly, highly recommend. I'm actually doing training with my mastermind group this month on this because I think it's so important to get that clarity on those numbers. Then step number two, or strategy number two, was to really just focus on one thing at a time. A lot of the times before, I was kind of doing a lot of different things. I was starting different projects, not really following through with them. And this year I said, okay, I'm just doing one thing at a time. So for the first 6 months of the year, I did a live webinar every single week in order to build my evergreen funnel. So I now have an automated funnel that's bringing me passive income, but it took me 6 months to build that. After I built that, I launched my mastermind. After I launched my mastermind, now I'm working on a membership site that's all about getting more clients online, improving your sales skills, and converting your audience into paying clients. So really just doing one thing at a time has allowed me to stay more focused, stress less, and do better at that one thing. So that's strategy number two, focus on one thing at a time. Strategy number three, I was actually kind of in between two things. One is to know your client pathway. So that's really all about knowing, okay, if I have people coming into my funnel or coming into my audience, how am I gonna get them to stay with me? So what am I going to use to get them to buy into me? So do I have a low priced offer, maybe a mini course or an ebook or something like that? And then what comes after that? What's kind of the next step for that client? So how can I elongate that client pathway so I can keep one person with me for a longer period of time? And the second thing is to surround myself with people who lift me up. So I joined a mastermind myself at the end of 2018, and it was just incredible to see the difference that made to my life and my business. Because when you're putting yourself in a room with people who are at that next level, you're automatically inspired to think bigger, to act bigger, to dream bigger. And that, along with having a coach by my side who held me accountable and who forced me to stay focused on one thing and who forced me to focus on, okay, what's actually the one thing that you want to achieve? Let's do that and then move on to the next thing. So basically there's 4 things in here instead of 3, but I wanted to share those with you as we're going into the new year. I would love to hear from you which one of these you might take on in order to take your business to the next level. Is it getting better at knowing your numbers? Is it focusing on one thing at a time? Is it working on your client pathway so you can keep clients for a longer period of time and have them continue to invest with you? Or is it to put yourself in a room virtually or in real life with people who inspire you to think and act and dream bigger? I'm wishing you the most amazing 2020. I can't wait to continue to support you in this new decade, and I would love to hear from you. And let's talk about your goals for the new year.